This is the definitive answer to how the mathematics for elimination of GST. Okay? If you can see at the very top, we know that GST collection is going to hit for 2018 and for many years to come, somewhere close to 42 billion ringgit. We are committed to zero rating and the elimination of GST. Yeah? We will go back to some form of consumption tax. Dr. Mahathir and many leaders of Pakatan Harapan already stated this point. There will be some consumption tax, but we'll go back to what we call pre-GST days. So the hole that we have to cover is not 42 billion. In actual fact, the whole is 25.5 billion. Now, if you see the list there, starting at the second line, SITA, which is corporate income tax, RPGT, as you know, real property gain tax, motor vehicle licenses, import duties, excise duties, other import duties, other excise duties, stamp duties, are all related to the idea that if you give back 25.5 billion to the people, go back into their pocket, they will spend this 25.5 billion, and the direct result of this spending is that you will get 7 billion in additional revenue. Yeah? You got 25.5 billion, the people use this money, they buy a new car, they buy more houses, they buy more shoes, they go to KFC, they do whatever basic consumers do. You will get increased corporate income tax in the tune of 2.81 billion. Now, the numbers that we project are very conservative. There's a very likelihood that it might be higher than that. Yeah? So how do we balance this 25.5 billion? The fundamental problem with the Malaysian economy, at least the fiscal aspect, is that the spending, the revenue, the expenditure element is always wrecked by corruption and wastage. What we are saying is this: you give back 25.5 billion, you will get back other revenues in the tune of 7 to 8 billion a year. But the core reason why we can balance the GST issue is that we will save close to 20 billion from wastage and corruption. Next slide, please. Let me give you a breakdown, the simple breakdown of how do we save 20 billion. We know the Prime Minister budget is going to be 21 or 22 billion this year, or at least next year, 2018. We know that we can effectively run a PM department by a mere budget of 8 billion a year. We know this as a certainty because the last time Dr. Mahathir was Prime Minister in the year 2002, his budget was 8 billion in today's value. Yeah? So we know discretionary spending can be slashed immediately, and then the remaining 8 billion comes from savings from other ministry alone. The mathematics are clear. We can hit this 20 billion target. If you want a more refined argument on the issue, please look at a calculation done by National Oversight and Whistleblower on how we compute the issue of 20 billion.